Here we are in the sanctuary of St. Andrews-Wesley Church. I'm just walking in. I'm going to give you a picture of it so that you can see what's going on in here. It's really pretty phenomenal. So much work, an immense amount of scaffolding. It's like a city of scaffolding. The intricacy of it boggles the mind, the different teams that are working on it in so many ways, attending to all the different details that have to be coordinated and timed just right is nothing short of astonishing. And you know, when I look at the incredible work, the magnificence of it all being pulled together so brilliantly, part of me wonders, like, is it worth it when you think of what's going on in our society and the uncertainties that are ahead of us and not being able to come together to worship for who knows how long? Is it all worth it? And I think yes. One, because if we didn't do this work, like, this isn't just cosmetic. If we didn't do this work, the church just would absolutely fall down, and that would not only be dangerous, it would be a great tragedy, in my biased opinion. But it's also worth it because of why we are here and what the church is about. And I found a poem the other day that it speaks to this, at least in part. Why is the congregation here? Why are we putting so much work and effort and money and time into the restoration of the sanctuary? It's a poem by Adrienne Rich called In Those Years. She wrote it in the 1980s in response to some attitudes that were developing in the political field that were focused more on me, my rights, how am I doing, and lacking consideration for the well-being of another, lacking consideration for the well-being of society, really. Let me read the poem to you. In those years, people will say, we lost track of the meaning of we, of you. We found ourselves reduced to I, and the whole thing became silly, ironic, terrible. We were trying to live a personal life, and yes, that was the only life we could bear witness to. But the great dark birds of history screamed and plunged into our personal weather. They were headed somewhere else, but their beaks and pinions drove along the shore to the rags of fog where we stood saying, I. This church is here because we need a society that is built not only on I, but on we. We remember the perspective that we are interconnected and that your life and my life are intertwined, and your well-being and my well-being are not separate. And so may this church live and continue, the congregation live, may the church continue for hundreds of years. May this congregation thrive, because the world always needs people who are oriented towards we. God bless you.